Bananas are nasty and sick. And that's how you remember. Hey, welcome to Front Seat Gamer. This is the third episode of the special Seven Gates series with Rory and Ed and Blake and myself. If you don't remember, in the last episode, we just came out of a dark cave. In front of us lay open fields, mountains, and a tower. And from behind, we hear a voice of someone who wants to sell us something. And I'm very excited to find out what he is selling, because I know we've got like 12 gold coins among us.
Well, hello, gentlemen. Welcome to my store. I'm Carlos Elias. I see you just dropped in on all my wonderful wares. You're sitting on a few of them. Please get off.
What am I sitting on?
You appear to be sitting on some spoons. Just a pile of spoons.
Yeah.
Looking around you, you see that he's put up a stall of sorts right next to this stream that's coming down from the citadel. He motions to the various things laying in front of you. He's like, we don't get many customers around these parts, but we've got all sorts of things. We have cutlery here. Mm-hmm. We have some pottery. I made it myself. It's not very good. That was me saying that as opposed to him. He does not want to.
Okay.
It's very good, he says.
It doesn't look very good.
And we have all sorts. We've got some magical potion here. Whatever. There's also this clock. It used to tell the time. Think of it as like a memento of that time we had time.
What's the heaviest thing you have?
Anything medicine ball size?
I see. What kind of shopkeeper sets up his shop underneath a trapdoor, eh?
Was there a trapdoor there? I was wondering where you came. I assumed that you had just dozed off for a second, but I guess there's a trapdoor somewhere nearby. That's real nice. No,
Oh, it's very peculiar, I tell you what.
Do you get a lot of... Do you get...
no.
Should I do a voice? No, I shouldn't.
Do a voice.
Do you get a lot of foot traffic around here?
You'd be surprised how little we get.
I don't think I would be surprised.
But I travel around, to be honest. I'm just passing through, but it takes a long time to travel with a heavy store like this.
What can you tell us about this area?
Ooh, well, there, he points up above you guys. That's the citadel right there, part of Mightstone.
Hey, I think I've been in there.
I would imagine you would if you just...
Fascinating. I've heard fascinating stories.
Amazing architecture.
Amazing architecture.
Lots of wood. I like the wood.
Interesting culture. Very...
Reminded me of weights.
I'm assuming you went a long time ago, because obviously it's full of vicious thorn creatures now, but...
No, they're alright.
Oh.
Once you get to know them, once you lie to them about who you are, they're
okay.
fine.
That's what I was probably doing wrong then. So tell me, gentlemen, yes, over there. Oh, yes. Sorry, I should finish describing what's in the area. There's a short field over there. There's a road that used to go down from Mightstone over to the mountains, and there in the distance, see that where those storm clouds are. That's where there are some storm clouds and maybe some more things over there. I've never been in that direction because usually creatures try and kill you if you go over there.
I think we should go over there.
I think you've sold us on going over there.
That sounds like a fantastic
weaponry?
place.
Weaponry. I have this here. He holds up. He mimes holding up an object, and it's a mirror cloak. And you see as he shakes it that there is actually an object there. It's some sort of very reflective cloak.
Mirror cloak. I've heard of these objects.
Yeah, it seems to distort light.
It doesn't sound like a weapon.
Oh well.
I'm not interested.
It is in a way, because if you strike someone wearing a mirror cloak, then you'll be damaged as well. it reflects some of the pain back at them or something.
How much do you want for this?
I can sell it to you for 10 gold pieces.
How about 2?
No. I can sell you 1/6 of this potion, this magical potion, for 2 gold.
And what's the potion?
It's a magical potion.
What's the most expensive thing you have?
It would definitely be that cloak that I mentioned just before. It's the only
coins. I have an idea. I will purchase that cloak, and I'm going to cast my scroll of illusion to create some coins.
Nice!
I've created a pile of 15 coins.
Do you cast it on like pebbles or something to just look like so he's actually got something tangible to hold?
I have cast it on a nearby log, and I go over there and I go, I'm just gonna put these coins on this log. Don't touch them. Don't touch them. But you know what? They're yours.
And I say, that's all our money. What are you doing?
I just really like that cloak, and this man right here seems like a good salesman.
For all that, he should throw in a little something else, I think.
I think you're right.
Tell you what, 18 gold, and I'll give you the cloak and the magical potion.
I see. What does this potion do?
Well, you can pour it on yourself and regenerate wounds, or you can really just force it down someone's throat, and it will really help them out. It'll heal them out from outside in, inside out.
Good deal.
One of those directions.
Sounds it's a healing potion. But
That sounds like a healing potion if I've ever heard one.
Throw 3 coins in the pile over there. You're next to the pile.
You can't tell me what to do.
I mean,
you know what? I'll throw my 2 coins in there as well. Look, I'll give you everything I have.
Right, throw a coin in.
Okay. Well,
here's my scroll of coins.
He hands you the cloak and he hands you the healing potion. I mean, the regenerative oil. It's definitely not a healing potion. It's completely different, though it works just like a healing potion.
I'll take the cloak. You can have.
I think. Yeah.
You can have.
Yeah, because then I have a second healing ability.
Yes.
Yeah.
As the healer of the group.
Natar Pakar now has a healing potion. I have exchanged my gold coins for a mirror cloak, which says when you are attacked, deal 1 damage to the attacker. This seems useful for me. I'm going to be up close and personal a lot of the time.
Okay. I would like to take Steve aside for a second and say to him, because I think you're more on my level, Steve. This guy is out here on his own.
Aye.
I see no guards around.
I find it odd.
Meanwhile, I'm waving my cloak in the air. This is so cool.
What is stopping us from just taking what we want?
I'd say moral obligation.
So nothing.
I don't know if I'd call morals nothing. World's built on nothing.
I thought you were on my level here.
Steve's an old-fashioned guy.
You're a necromancer, Steve.
Aye, I make an honest living from necromancy.
Fine.
The gentleman reaches over to pick up the coins that has been left on the log.
Oh shit!
I said don't touch them yet!
He looks up. Why not? Why can't I touch them?
Because they're just so pretty.
I shoot a fireball into the sky.
He looks up. What are you?
And then I grab as much cutlery as I can and I say, let's go!
I say that's not an honest transaction!
I don't care!
So the 3 of you sort of go jogging off. Hey, wait! Come back! That's my forks!
Fork you! Oh, shit!
After a while, he just gives up as you guys jog off. At least I got the gold.
Oh, no.
Oh, I hope he comes back later.
So you, as you travel along across the plains, you notice it's starting to feel a little warm. It looks like it's going to be about a 20-minute walk to the mountain base. You're catching up on it quite close. It's getting quite close, but you see that the sun, the second sun is actually sort of moving towards where you are. Like not directly towards you, but it's shifting towards the side of the mountains. And you can see that there is sort of like light emanating straight downwards from it. And as you get closer to the mountains, like the storms become close enough that they are starting to eclipse the sun, but you can tell that you're approaching a dangerous area. Around you, the plains waft in the breeze, oblivious to the destructive energy that's ahead of them. Are you guys gonna just move carefully towards the tower, or are you gonna sort of start rushing for it?
Seems like there's not a lot of cover between here and the tower.
Yeah.
Luckily, I've got a cloak.
Can you fit 3 men?
For those cold nights. Those cold, lonely nights.
Buy me a health potion first. I'm gonna equip my cloak.
Okay.
See how far it stretches. How far does this cloak stretch?
Not very.
Not very far. It only really covers me. Sorry, guys, you're on your own.
Oh, you say we make a run for it.
Okay.
Do we? I'd like to scan.
Okay, yeah. Give me a spot check and see.
See if we see any like caves or anything that we could use to.
Excellent attempt.
Oh, overwhelming success.
Ooh. Okay. So.
You see nothing.
You spot briefly above the waving of the fields. You can see that there is someone walking sort of parallel to where you are. You're going to miss them unless you like move to intercept them. Basically, they don't seem to have spotted you yet, and it looks like it's just them on their own.
Interesting.
Quite far away. You're quite lucky to have spotted them from this distance. No telling what they're up to.
Say we go meet this person.
No.
Might as well.
Okay, so you
And
Tar?
yeah, okay. Let's do it.
So you get closer, and she sees you coming up when you approach. She looks like she's well armored, and as she turns to see you, she draws 2 swords from either side and points them in your direction and says, "Come no closer."
So nice swords.
Thank you.
Very cool. Yeah.
What are you doing here?
We are heading into. Steve, why don't you take this one?
Please.
You are the most charming man. I'm doing all the talking.
She like brandishes her sword. It's like, what's going on? What are you doing here? This is very dangerous territory.
Oi, it is. We was making our way towards them storm clouds over there. We're on a quest of sorts. We were, I was wondering...
It's rather dangerous lands there. Are you sure you're going to be able to handle it?
Oh, I think we can handle ourselves, provided this one doesn't set himself on fire too much.
I am fiery.
That's a thing.
And I do sexy eyes at her while I say that.
And what are you intending to find in the mountains?
We're looking for a mage. King of the mages, apparently.
The Mage King. And what would you do if you found said Mage King?
Oh, I suppose we haven't really thought about that. We just kind of took the quest.
Okay, so you're...
You know what that's... You know what we do to the Mage King? That's up to the Mage King.
Interesting.
Oh, wait,
Who are you?
I'm just a traveller, just wandering these lands.
Pretty dangerous lands to be travelling.
Where did you come from?
I'm a very dangerous person. I don't care much for threats from the world around me. I can handle it. I just like exploring this world. It's much more peaceful than it used to be, you must agree.
Bit of a loner then.
What do you mean?
Well, it's quieter. There's less noise. That's what I was implying.
Why?
What do you mean?
Tell me more about noise.
Well,
I think we all know about noise.
Hang on.
There's a lot of it coming out of your mouth.
The war has stripped the lands of civilization. There's the Thorns either keep to themselves or are easily dispatched.
Where are you going?
I'm traveling to a place I haven't been before. I don't know.
That doesn't tell me anything.
I'm
I don't know where you've been or haven't been.
over that way, many miles. There is an old village. I heard that there used to be people there. I thought I'd check it out. Maybe I'll find something of value. Maybe I'll find some stragglers.
Why are you traveling alone?
People get in my way. Case in point.
Ooh, girl!
Oh, no, she didn't.
Oi, see you.
I'm gonna
you
start
guys-
waving my cloak.
Can you guys give me a skill check
Your insults is ping off.
to see what she's all about? She's obviously hiding something.
Worthy attempt.
I'm gonna flex and try and intimidate. Oh, dang it! I fumbled.
You're like,
Fumble.
oh, punch yourself in the face.
Ah! Cramp! Oh!
Charlie
She's
horse.
obviously hiding something from you,
Hmm.
but there's no telling what it is. It seems like she just wants to move on. She says, tell you what, if you're going into the mountains, it can get pretty dark in there, I know. So I'll give you this to help you along the way. And she passes you a Lost Star Crucible.
This orb creates enough light to light an area as if the sun is shining on it. It can be destroyed to blind all characters in range 10. Holy crap.
This
For a
seems
turn,
very
treating all characters
strong.
as having fade.
She says, I have a few.
You just
I craft
giving
them.
away stuff like this?
I make them, and as
You
much
make them?
as I don't think you are going to be incredibly competent and able to handle what's in those
We
mountains.
just... Oh, whoa.
Oh, there, Missy.
We just met.
No need to get lippy.
Speak for myself.
Damn it, Steve!
I would rather you didn't perish for no reason, so any chance I can give you.
Listen,
Well, I thank you for the star, madam.
I don't trust her.
listen.
Nobody gives away a powerful artifact for free.
Listen, fair maiden.
I had to steal that cloak.
You didn't have to.
I did it anyway.
Why don't you come with us?
An interesting proposition, and what would be in it for me?
Well, you like to travel.
Mm-hmm.
You like to see lands you've never seen before. How about the inside of a Mage King's tower?
Give me a charm check. See if you can convince the woman.
Oh wait, I need to reshuffle.
Just for the people listening at home, Pitar Picard was shuffling and then revealed utter failure.
She...
I feel like that's the most compelling argument I've made throughout this entire thing as well. Like,
Yeah.
it's the most coherent, like,
Do you want
logical.
Do you want to try and back him up, Steve?
Yep. Hang on.
You're going to need to use up one of your charm cards just to
Yeah,
Just to
just to
fix
use
that
it.
bumble. Yeah.
Yeah. Should I do it and then try to do the convincing?
yeah.
Alright.
Well, tell me what you're going to say, and we'll see how convinced she is based on what you draw.
Alright. I know my friends.
Just if this fails, I'm willing to flex again. Show off
I'm
some
sure
of
it
my
will make
weights.
all the difference.
A
Worthy
worthy
attempt.
attempt.
It's not going to make the difference. You can give me another check if you want to give up your last charm card for now.
He's thinking. He's thinking very hard. He's touching the charm card.
Fuck, why not?
Okay.
I mean, what else are you gonna charm? The Mage King?
Yeah, yeah.
Yeah. Like, actually, yes.
Well, maybe you can flex
sleep
at him.
before then. Excellent attempt.
Excellent. She says, I'll join you some of the way. See how it goes.
All right.
Might be fun. Might be fatal.
It will be.
I'll Wait, what? Oh, it's the fun part, right?
Yes.
Not the fatal part.
Yes.
Okay.
Or we say, Miss, we'll make it worth your while.
What's your name, by the way?
Michelin.
Okay.
Michelin.
No relation.
Right.
Just call me me. I mean, Mish,
Me.
not me. It's too confusing.
Wait.
Me thinks.
Something seems very suspicious suddenly.
Now, you've been travelling around this area a bit, right?
I have, yes.
That sun, over there.
Mm-hmm. The one that's coming towards us very gradually.
Oi, that's the one. You know anything about that?
I've seen people being struck by its flare and just instantly incinerated, and I know it travels almost as if it has a mind of its own.
Hey, I vaguely recall someone telling us that it goes towards groups of people.
Oi.
Yeah, but I mean,
That's
how big is
true.
the group?
It's bigger
Well-
now. So it's literally.
Well, you know, they say
I think
two's
like 100% bigger. I'm not good at math.
They do say two's a company and three's a crowd.
How many is four?
What's 4 then?
A really
I s-
big crowd.
By that
Well-
logic, it's a horde.
You make a good point. We should probably get moving in
Yeah.
that case.
I'm with the lady
Have
on this
you?
one.
Do you know a safe route to this tower or any?
I can make a good guess, yeah. I think we can lead us
Alright.
in the right direction.
That sounds great.
I'm very suspicious of this person.
I think she's great.
Okay, so
She's got a lovely rack.
Damn it, Steve.
She's a carpenter?
Oi, fantastic racks.
Wow.
Okay, so she looks at you with a steely glare. I assume because you said it in the voice that you actually said it out loud.
You said it loud.
Steve is the most charming. He's just negging her.
Oh dear.
He's used up all his charm cards.
Yeah, that's right. It's all running on nothing.
So you guys rush towards the mountains, and sure enough, the sun seems to be sort of curving round as if to intercept, but she sort of leaves you on an angle that seems to be relatively, well, it seems to be avoiding it, and it hits the mountains fairly quickly, like aiming for overhanging cliffs where the sun won't be able to directly reach you. It starts to get foggy, and as you get closer to the mountains, and it starts to rain almost as soon as you hit the sort of rocky outcrops at the very base. And as you start to make your way up the mountain, it starts to get a bit chilly, and you hear thunder in the distance.
Did anybody remember to bring a tent? No?
No.
No? Okay.
You have...
I'm just gonna cuddle my weights then, I think.
As you normally do.
Yeah.
As always.
So, the mountains, you've always been told to be wary of them, but you never knew quite why. But as you step forward, you see something moving ahead of you. Can you guys give me a quick vigor check to stop yourselves tripping forward directly into this
one
path?
success.
Excellent
I
attempt.
do that very well. I just...
What's
Old man
Worthy
Steve
attempt.
does a worthy attempt.
So you'll all catch yourselves before you step forward, and this hulking creature crackling with lightning. It seems to be made of stones inscribed with runes, with lightning crackling up and down. It sort of stalks past.
I would like to use my...
Fireball.
I'd like to do a fireball check and to see if I... No, I'm a mage. I spent time in libraries. I'd like to see if I recognize what this thing is.
Yep, go for it. Make an intelligence check.
Excellent attempt.
You have heard of elementals before. They come in a variety of flavors of elements, and they are always created by a powerful mage. They follow simple commands, but usually are just used to defend or
Any way
subjugate.
to hack its programming?
What game are we playing again?
Not while it's active. But once it's incapacitated, if you incapacitate it as opposed to destroying it, you might be able to gain control of its core by hacking it. I mean, magically.
They're pretty tough, right? Like
this thing definitely looks tough. Like it's
Yeah.
made of stone and it's big, like twice your height. So
I'm gonna ask the group.
Mm-hmm.
We might be able to hack.
Like with a sword?
Yes, and then no.
Right.
Okay, if we incapacitate this elemental, we might be able to reprogram it to be a minion of our own.
Mm-hmm.
What do you guys think? It
What's
could be a
reprogramming?
tough fight.
Tell me what that is. I'm
It
loving
will
it so far.
it will become a slave to us.
Cool. I love slavery. Let's do this.
Wait, what did you say
I
there?
said, let's do this.
Uh,
What? I said, let's do this.
okay,
Yeah.
we might need to have a talk later.
Right.
Nish says,
About what?
I've got your back. I'll follow you up from behind.
I don't
and
like
see
this.
how it goes. But it sounds like it could be fun. It could be a challenge.
We think it sounds like a pretty dumb idea to me.
Love dumb ideas. Let's do this.
So the voters
I'm outnumbered by votes, and I love democracy, so
I'm gonna go ahead and I'm gonna
away
let.
we go.
All right. I'm gonna go walk up to it, see what's up. Yeah. Yeah.
I fireball.
You fire.
Just
Okay. Go ahead and give me a check to see how your opening fireball goes.
All right, here we go. I have one intelligence check, so I could re-roll it for advantage.
I have vigor.
Excellent attempt. This is a pretty serious situation, so I'm going to use all my ability, my mage ability.
Are you sure you don't want to save that for hacking it later?
Almost forgot. Excellent attempt. We'll stick with that.
Okay. So you
What would it
unleash fire upon it, and it smashes at one of the runes in one of its legs, and it sort of stumbles for a second before turning towards you. As it turns toward you, you can see it has 3 heads, each with a sort of single crackling eye in it, and it lets loose a sort of echoing, reverberating, hissing sound, and just starts stalking towards you. And we'll begin combat.
What did you do? Why
You
did
were
you
gonna walk up to it and say,
Yeah!
"What's up?"
What's up?
It would have punched you in the face.
It's cool, man. I got a cloak.
Yeah, at least he would have taken the elevator would have taken 1 damage from
Yeah.
the cloak.
Right now, we just
Well, how
made
much
it angry.
Did it take any damage from that fireball? Must have, right?
Oh yes, it
definitely
did. It did.
More than 1 damage.
More than 1 damage. Yes, it took about
You're welcome.
5 damage. From
There
the
we
fireball.
there we go. You're
If
welcome.
we had to take, I mean, you shouldn't really break down people's lives and souls into numbers, but yes, 5 damage.
Souls.
And it, although you got the first strike, or we should probably place Mish on the battlefield, wherever she's gone. Yes.
Is this the lightning golem thing?
That is
Lightning
the lightning
elemental?
golem thing. Yes, it doesn't. The model that we're using to represent it is not accurate.
No, it looks
to
like a
its
huge armored behemoth with a sword and shield.
it's,
Should we put some lights on?
For people listening,
Yeah.
it's getting dark in the room and atmospheric.
This is not because of the sun; it's because of the atmosphere
Yes,
that it's doing that.
dark of mood.
Okay.
Rory is setting up life. It
Yeah,
looks
I
like a
didn't
lot of
expect
life.
you to just charge into the
What?
elementals. So.
Oh, no.
That's a big pile of life tokens you got going there.
It sure is, isn't it?
That'll be fine. It'll be fine. This is great.
Like I said, dumb idea.
So the creature stumbles forward and just charges at you. It takes a step, and before any of you can react, unleashes one of its abilities. It uses Stormwave. At the end of its turn, it gains 3 shield on top of any it already has. And at the start of its turn, if it has 9 shield or more...
What are you looking at me for?
If it has 9 shield or more, it discards this and does 6 damage to all foes in range 1. It's kind of got you pinned up against the cliff edge at the moment, but I'm sure it will all be okay.
Fine, there's 4 of us now.
Okay, I have an idea.
Yep. Say hi to it. Hail and well met.
This is like Mark II and the fucking that knight dude in Kingdom Death.
Yeah. And I remember I died.
It also, as it uses this lightning ability, becomes energized and gains lightning form, where at the start of its turn, it'll deal 2 damage to a foe in range 1.
So what I'm hearing is we need to kill it fast.
You need to kill it fast before its shields build up too much and it detonates.
I'm just going to remind everyone, I have a sword that moves things away.
Yep, this is great.
And we're near a cliff.
Oh.
So, no, you're surrounded by cliffs. You're in the gully.
Yeah, the cliff is like that.
Oh, okay.
Yes.
Well, I'm going to remind everyone that I have a sword that's not going to be very, very helpful right now.
Well, you can move it away from us because it does damage to things near it, right?
I'm going to equip my Nightmare Blade.
So we draw cards, right?
You do.
Who's
And
going
first up, we have Steve leading the charge/retreat.
Motherfucking
Oh yeah, we
Steve.
could we actually? No, we can't. We can't actually run. It's too late now.
You can run. You can go for it. You're kind of up against the cliff, so
I think we fight. Let's fight.
I think we fight.
the one of you that can climb walls probably has that. You're.
Oh yeah, I can climb walls. I tell you guys, I can also fly.
Like Iron Man.
Like Iron Man.
Uh-huh.
Like
Okay.
Okay. What's the plan, Steve?
So was there a thing that happens if you move, like the damage thing?
No, at the start of his turn, he damages someone kind of nearby.
Sweet.
So lightning is zapping all around.
I'm just gonna move over here. Just it's good not to bunch up. And I'm gonna make a wisp.
Okay.
So on his square.
What does that look like? Since we haven't seen your wisps before.
Yeah, what is?
I've seen his wisps.
Well,
It's not pretty.
shit. I hadn't thought of that. I'd say it's much like the Raising Dead type of thing, like pulling green energy from out of the skull. Except instead of throwing it into a corpse, they just kind of let it float out. So it's like a
Congealing of energy.
Yeah.
So it's kind of
what
like
Nick said.
So it's kind of like when you raise a zombie, this energy goes into the zombie, and when you do a wisp, it's just that energy floating around.
Yeah.
It's pretty cool.
Okay.
It doesn't have a body.
Yeah.
We'll use this to represent the wisp for now.
Sweet.
So where do you want to place it?
On the same tile as the elemental. And yeah, that's me. So now it's the wisp's turn, I assume.
Yep.
So it does 3 damage.
3 damage to the construct, which breaks away its shield.
Okay.
It is now Mish's move. She is going to take a step forward.
I hope she's tough.
She wanted to hang
Hope
back.
she's on our side.
Yeah, good point.
She was wanting to hang back, but she doesn't have much of a choice at this point, since you guys are trapped in a corner. So she is going to use Strike and deal 3 damage to it.
Nice.
Nice. Good job, Michelin. Love your stars. Love your stars.
It is now Len's turn.
Oh, that's me. I'm going to equip my Nightmare Blade. Which I think takes up a move, correct?
Yep.
And then I'm also going to move.
Okay.
But I don't want to move into the same square. So I'm just going to move. I'm going to strafe around the giant lightning demon golem elemental.
Okay.
Not getting too close because I am covered in metal armor.
The golem lets out a large hissing noise, and drawn to that noise, another large golem approaches on the far side. This one is engulfed in flames. Its runes glowing red, and it starts charging towards you. It has now been added to the initiative.
Oh my god.
And for its turn, it is going to just step closer.
This is going to be the final episode.
Like I said, dumb idea.
You should have spoken up loud.
It is now Patar's turn.
It's not polite.
You and your morals. Didn't want me to kill that guy. Didn't want. Alright, I'm going to use unstable. I'm going to stay where I am. Because everyone's run away from me, it seems. I'm going to use Unstable Anarchy. So flip 3 coins. For each heads, deal 1 damage to a foe in range 1. For tails, deal 3 damage to a foe in range 1 and 1 damage to myself.
Okay.
So I am hoping for tails. Heads.
So 1 damage to the golem.
Heads.
1 damage to the golem.
Ooh. Tails.
Sweet. 3 damage to the golem and 1 damage to you.
Damage to me.
So fire burns away at the runes, and it looks like as you guys are damaging it, some of the runes are just sort of starting to like flicker.
Will I know when a point to hack it?
I'll let you know if you spot that point when it comes.
Cool.
It is now to the top of the round where that golem is going to make its move. Its lightning form zaps someone nearby. It's going to zap the closest one, which is going to be Mish. So she takes some damage.
Meat shield.
And then it will... Let's see what it's got up its sleeve. It will step forward towards Len and pulls its 2 fists back and claps them together, and the shockwaves from the fist just knock you backwards.
Ow.
And you take 4 damage from
4 damage.
from the smashing of the fists.
This was a bad idea. Why didn't you guys tell me not to do this?
And it remains in its lightning form. Okay.
Okay.
I believe while discussing it, you shot a fireball.
Why did you let me do this?
No one let you do this. You just did it.
You guys are enabling me to make bad decisions.
It gains 3 shield from its Stormweave ability.
Nice.
It is now Steve's move.
Kill it, Steve.
Just like to remind you, there's no corpses around.
Yet.
Yeah.
You couldn't use like your spirit thing to possess it.
How many? Am I allowed more than 1 wisp?
Yes, you can have multiple wisps.
Multiple wisps. I'm gonna make another wisp.
Okay. So this wisp will represent it with this dice here, just so we know where the wisps are, and you're going to place it next to it?
Yep.
Okay, and are you going to move?
No.
Okay.
Because he's running at us.
Yes, this is true.
And I don't want to get close to him yet. So I'll just end my turn there. And move this wisp in. And deal 3 damage.
And then the other one moves as well, and does 3 damage as well.
Well, it doesn't need to move, it's already there.
Yeah.
Yep,
So
3 damage.
6 damaged with the 2 wisps.
So I got this, guys. Don't worry.
Nice.
Your wisps are doing pretty good.
It is now Mish's turn, and she is gonna... Oh man, I've got too many cards. Which is her cards? Here we go. She says, "Don't worry, I know a trick," and she
Runs away.
She pulls a device which looks like it's got runes written on the outside and tosses it forward, and it lands at its feet. And at the start of her next turn, it'll deal 5 damage to all foes and allies in range 1
And
of
allies.
it.
Oh my god.
And she moves away because obviously she doesn't want to get blown up.
She's trying to kill us as well.
You do happen to be quite close to that bomb. She says, "Don't worry, it won't be able to escape. The blast radius is too large." And
Thanks.
it's now Len's turn.
Did she think about these guys?
She was focused on the golem. She was entirely
I think
focused
she did think about these guys.
Alright.
Well, I'm in a bit of a pickle here because I can move to safety and not attack, or I can attack and eat an explosion to the face.
It's only 5 damage.
Yep, it is 5 damage.
You have 6 health points remaining.
I have more than 6. I'm
You're
decently
right.
healthy, but I'm also like very much within range of the angry lightning golem. I'm sorry, guys. I'm gonna have to run. I'm gonna move closer to the fire elemental that's charging towards us, in the hopes of making some distance between myself and the lightning elemental / giant explosion on the ground. So I'm gonna move 2 units.
You can attempt a vigor check to move a 3rd time if you'd like. That's part of the rules for running.
Yeah, move right here, right in front of the...
Can I use my vigor check to then use a skill instead?
No, you cannot.
Well,
I'm afraid.
then I am happy with where I am.
Okay, excellent. After Len comes the second golem, and he is going to take a step towards...
By the way, did he take a damage for hitting me before?
I know he didn't.
Haha, mirror
Nice.
cloak action.
And so this golem here steps forward and whoopsie, here we go. He disappears in a sort of puff of smoke, and then he reappears right here on top of.
Right in...
Oh, actually, he's not going to appear in the. Yeah, he is. He doesn't care
Right
about
in
explosions.
Steve's face.
Yeah, he appears in Steve's place. You're pushed once by the sudden appearance, and you take 3 damage from this guy teleporting to your location. And he activates his fire form. Let's see, he's now in his fire form. So he resists 1 damage, and attackers take 1 damage when they hit him. He's basically got a mirror cloak, and he also resists damage when in this form.
It's way better than my mirror cloak.
It's an improvement.
I look at my mirror cloak and I frown.
You spit on it. And then some of the spit flings back at you.
It is now Patar's turn.
Right,
This is your fault, Patar.
Again, you guys enabled me.
We did nothing of the sort, Patar.
You guys basically encouraged me to do this.
I wanted to talk to him.
That would have been the worst idea.
I wanted to say what's up.
So I'm going to cast Bloodfire.
Okay.
And like last time, because I'm bleeding, there's a pool of blood beneath me. And the blood starts to travel out towards both the golems because they're now both in range. And the blood pools underneath them, and then, like fire on oil, it ignites from me and travels to the golems and explodes in their face.
Okay. So how much damage?
And the damage is going to be 3 to the lightning guy and 2 to the fire guy.
Okay. They both recoil from the blast before coming back with renewed rage. Synthesized rage, I suppose. It is back to the top of the round, and it is the lightning golem's move. He takes a step back, and then the runes that were lightning on him suddenly sort of rotate and shift and start glowing red, and the lightning that was crackling over him becomes fire. And he switches to his fire form, so he now resists damage.
Oh, dang.
And he again disappears in a puff of smoke, and then reappears right next to...
Dang.
Actually, he's going to appear next to...
Why can these guys teleport?
So he knocks...
Shit.
He knocks Mish back into the blast, into the radius of her explosive blast, and damages her for doing so. And
You're the only good character in this party.
You're the only one who seems to know what they're doing.
and so he's now in his fire form, so he resists damage and damages attackers. And then at the end of the turn, he generates 3 shield, as usual, in the continuous build-up of Stormweave.
What?
By the way, you can let Stormweave go off if you want him to stop generating shield, but that'll just do 6 damage to everyone nearby, so... let's just... Okay, let him continue to generate energy. Okay, after him, we have Steve. What's Steve gonna do?
Save us. Use your wisps.
Steve, I reckon you need to run.
Running sounds like a pretty good option. Are they like attacks of opportunity if you run past monsters?
Nope.
Okay,
You can
cool.
just dash it. There's enough.
So I'm just gonna run. Run over here.
Okay.
Seems a little bit safer.
Steve has just run over to Len.
They're both hanging out together.
Yeah.
Yeah,
What's
high
up?
five.
Everyone has definitely abandoned me in the corner here.
Yeah.
You got
Okay.
us into this mess.
And now you can move
I'll
your
die
move
for
my
me.
wisps, and I'll move them both over here, and they will both attack.
Okay.
That one.
That's another 6
That's
damage.
the new golem.
Oh yeah, so that's the new golem. So the new golem takes 6 damage from
That's awesome.
the wisps slashing at him.
We're doing it.
And the wisps
I'm
each
not
take
sure
a damage,
yet.
right?
The wisps are invulnerable.
Well,
They
that's pretty good.
They disappear when they kill something, but
Ah.
these things are incredibly tough. So the wisps are perfectly suited for
Yeah.
tough.
Yeah.
Like the zombies are good for lots of small enemies
Mm.
because you have the minions, but the wisps are great for the big tough enemies. So you've got the perfect set of cards for this particular encounter. Okay.
I keep drawing murders, so...
So it is Len's turn. She looks at her explosive and says, "Well, damn," and then it goes off,
You say
dealing.
Not Len,
Oh, sorry,
Michelin.
Mish. Yeah. So her explosive goes off, dealing 5 damage to herself, to Patar, and to one of the golems. 2, 4, 5. And 1, 2, 3.
Patar is looking not in the best shape
Looking
right now.
good.
It did a fair amount of damage to the golem, so this golem here is now pretty weak as well.
You should.
relatively
This
sweet.
Bloodfire. It should do more damage the more damaged I am.
I have tried that with classes in the past,
Yeah.
but players ended up trying to like almost kill themselves and then just got
But
killed
this
before they-
character just like from attacks hurts itself.
Right.
So
Yeah, no,
it doesn't
it's-
need to go out of its way to.
I think a
It
little.
just sounds like you want more power.
Yeah.
Okay, next up is Len's turn
Okay. Drawing another card. I'm up to 5 cards now.
because you've been doing so much running around.
I've just been running and equipping things. Okay. I am now going to move over to the fire golem, fire elemental thing,
Yep.
and I'm going to
Oh,
use
wait, you took 1 less damage because of the shield.
murder
Okay.
Oh,
to
that
use-
sounds good.
my melee attack plus 3 damage, so that I should be dealing 7 damage,
Okay.
and I'm going to move it to here.
Okay, so you're pushing it into the middle of the battlefield.
Yes,
4,
in reach of everyone.
7. Okay. You chip away at
I
it. Takes-
I hurl my sword with mighty strength. The space at the tip of it warps.
Not vigorous strength.
Mighty strength. I said the space at the tip of the blade warps with the might, and when it makes contact, such force comes from it that the flames in a spot are cooled for a moment.
Wow.
Yeah, that's right. I just painted a word picture. Boom.
And that'll be your turn up?
That's my turn.
Okay. Next up, we have this golem here. No, this one here. And he is going to... Let's see what he's got up his sleeve.
I take a damage, right? For hitting.
Yes.
Oh.
Yes.
My blink switch triggers, which
Okay.
means I then...
Nothing happens.
Nothing happens.
Oh, you can teleport to a nearby enemy if you want.
No, I'm
but
good.
You're good. You're good. Okay. So this golem here, the one that first entered the fight as a fire golem, now transforms into his lightning form, similar to that how the lightning one turned into a fire golem. And he
Who do we
has-
shoot?
he
I mean,
has-
hit!
He is activate. So his lightning form will mean he zaps someone nearby at the start of his turn, or start of his next turn. But he creates a tempest on this location here. He fires an orb out, and actually he's going to place it right here in the middle of you guys
Oh,
here.
shit.
So
No!
foes in range 1 of this tile take 2 damage at the start and end of their turn. So everyone's going to take at least 2 damage from him.
I need to run to the other corner of this battlefield.
And that will be and then he's going to take a step away, moving further towards safety, or away from the murderous adventurers. Next up, we have Patar. Is that right? Yes.
Yep.
Patar is reading his card.
I'm going to use regenerative oil. At the start of your turn, you may heal 3 life, then flip this.
Okay. So you've used that up for the fight.
Hold on, there's that. Or you can give up your attack to instead heal 5 life from yourself, or.
It's better to read it out loud. Just
no, it's fine. I'm doing that. I'm doing the first one. I'm doing the first one. I'm healing myself for 3.
Okay. Get 3 life cards back.
All right.
And now what's?
Then I'm going to do Bloodfire again.
Okay.
More blood this time because I'm bleeding heavily.
Did I note you took 2 damage at the start of your turn from being near the Tempest? It's in range 1 of the Tempest, so your life continues to drop.
Still bloody as hell. Wait, no. Where are the golems? This guy and this guy, right?
Yes. So you'll need to move
they're
closer.
not in range 1 of me anymore.
You can move closer.
You could also run away from the Tempest.
Yeah. How much damage does the Tempest do? Just 2.
2 at the start and 2 at the end.
Oh yeah, that's right. Yeah, I have to run from it. So I'm not going to attack and just like sprint to the other end of the field.
Cool.
Does using an item take up any actions?
It'll say on the item whether it does. In this
yeah,
case,
it does say at the start of your turn. So
that item has an option of giving
Nice.
up your attack to get a more powerful heal.
Gotcha.
Yeah. Okay, that is Patar's turn. It is back to the first hulking golem, and it now in its fire form charges at Mish. It goes to swing at her, and she I guess takes the strike.
What choice does she have?
It transforms into its lightning form once again and places a tempest underneath
everywhere I go.
location.
How long does the Tempest thing last?
It seems to last indefinitely, probably as long as the golems live.
God dang.
we need to kill it. Guys, we need to kill these things.
And then
Really?
at the end of its turn, it generates another 3 shields, taking it up to 6 shields. 3 more and it will detonate.
Does that mean if you...
What happens when it detonates?
Everyone takes 6 damage.
Yes, if you were in between those 2 tempests, you would be zapped. And
For 4 damage.
At the start and end.
Fuck.
It is... whose turn did I search that was?
That was I think it's Steve's turn.
I think
Steve's
yeah,
turn,
Steve's turn.
yeah.
Now, is there like a hand size maximum?
No.
No, so I'd still pick up a card.
Yep.
That's useless. Okay. Oh, and I take 2 damage.
Oh, yes, from being in the Tempest.
Yeah. So I'm gonna move back 1
Uh-huh.
and consider my options. 4 damage. That's 4 damage as well.
It's looking grim. It's looking grim. All of you are still conscious. This is a good sign.
It's something. It's something.
I have an idea.
We need one.
I'm just
All right.
What is
gotta wait until my turn.
I'm just gonna use my shadow orb.
Okay.
So necrotic blast out of me Pappy's skull.
So the one closest to you?
Yeah, he's the one charging up the shields, right?
No, that's the other one.
Oh, that's the other one?
Yeah. You can hit him from where you are. It's range 2, so...
Yeah, I'm gonna go for shields.
Okay,
It's
you deal
4 damage.
4 damage to the one with the shields.
It's pretty solid.
Okay.
And then my wisps,
Oh, yes.
they move to this guy.
One without the shields.
Yep, 6 damage.
And deals 6 damage. He is in his fire form, so he only takes 2 damage from each of them. So a total of 4 damage, but he's looking pretty weak. It is now to Mish's turn. Let's see what she's got up her sleeves.
Save us, Mish!
Better have an anti-golem grenade or something.
I think I've heard of those, yeah.
She
that's a thing.
she takes 2 damage from the Tempest. She jumps back and pulls a bow from under her cloak and fires a shot at the larger golem, dealing 3 damage to it and applying the status, which replaces the Stormweave status, so it will no longer gain shield. And she puts Hungering Arrow on it, so she fires an arrow that sort of starts pulsing, and you've seen this technique before. You know that anyone who strikes the golem while that Hungering Arrow is active will gain shield as the energy reverberates and protects them.
This is looking good.
She might have saved you guys, but no, let's see what happens. There's still potential death.
Good. We've
And
got
Still massive tempests.
she ends her turn and takes another 2 damage. She falls down to one knee as the lightning strikes her and is like, I'm in trouble, guys.
Uh-oh.
We gotta finish this quickly.
Okay.
It is now up to Len's turn.
Okay.
It's now up to Len.
I have the ability to scatter reality with my skill called Reality Scatter.
Whoa.
I think your reality is already pretty scattered.
Hey, I'm still upset about my medicine ball.
Okay.
Let's just move on.
You took 2 damage at the
I
start
take
of
2
your turn,
damage.
by the way.
1, 2. Okay, I'm looking like I might bleed out here.
I think we're all kind of looking like we might bleed out.
I want to pull.
Steve's alright.
I want to pull my allies to
Steve's
safety.
Okay.
Okay, so I'm going to move here, and I'm going to use Reality Scatter. Teleport yourself and up to 3 combatants to a tile in range 2 of them. Deal 3 damage to
Oh
each
my
foe
God.
teleported.
Are you sacrificing yourself?
I'm gonna teleport Pitar and Mish and also this golem here to here. Is this legal?
Yep. That's
Okay.
it.
Then I warp the space around me. I feel disoriented for a moment as the world moves relative to myself, and all 3 of us appear safely out of the range of the 2 tempests, along with the lightning golem, who's dealt 3 damage.
Beautiful. Beautiful.
And does he gain armor for dealing that 3 damage?
Which one was it that you damaged? That one, the big
That
one?
one, yeah.
Yes, you will. So, here, have 3 shield.
Thank you.
Nice.
Okay. It is now the second golem's turn. And let's see what he is going to do.
Oh, we're all on a nice
At the
bundle.
start of his turn, he'll do 2 damage to the one closest to him, which will be Len. Len
That's
takes
me.
2 damage.
Dang
it.
Ow! My shields.
And then he uses Thunderclap. So he steps forward, and he sort of circles around and gets behind... Who's this here?
It's me, Pitar.
Oh dear. He gets behind Pitar and uses Thunderclap, dealing 4 damage to you and knocking you back, and he's going to push you back into the Tempests.
4 damage.
Yes.
Man.
And it's...
I triggered my health thing. Flip a coin. If the result is heads, you reveal the top card of your deck and can play it. If you can't play it, put it back on top of your deck. Oh.
Please be a heel.
And you really want it to be heads. Nothing happens on tails. So.
Alright, here we go. Tails.
Oh no. So that was 2 of the damage.
Pitar, you're the
Please
worst.
take the other 2 damage from the attack.
No.
How much life do you have there?
He's
I've
got
got
2
2 now.
left, and at the start of his turn, he'll take 4 damage.
Oh shit, I
and
am actually gonna die then.
it is now Pitar's turn.
So I just take...
Lightning strikes you from the multiple tempests, and you're knocked unconscious.
Oh
I say, why did you guys insist that we attack these guys?
no! Pitar, this was all your fault, and I don't like you.
Before you die, I want you to know this was a dumb idea.
You shouldn't have let me do it.
It is now the large golem's turn, and he is going to move directly. Well, he's going to stay where he is because he's in a good spot, and he activates Stormweave once again.
No!
The Hungering Arrow
Hungering
is
Arrow.
dispelled, and he gains 3 shield at the end of his turn.
This guy's the worst.
He is.
It is now Steve's turn. You have a corpse, so you can do the raise dead ability.
I don't actually have a raised dead on
An
me.
inmate
Oh,
corpse.
actually.
If he does that, can I then still use my ability?
No,
Aw.
he's basically just using you as a battering ram at that point.
Actually, I just drew, Dark Awakening. Yep.
You're gonna do it.
I'm gonna raise Patar from the dead.
Oh, I'm back.
Dark Awakening.
I feel weird, guys.
But you don't really feel conscious. You're actually still
It's like
unconscious. You're just being moved by
I feel
someone
my
else.
heart beating, guys.
You are still alive. You're just bleeding out.
Oh.
He's basically using your body
Okay.
as a puppet at this your unconscious
You're
form
his
as
flesh
a puppet.
Oh, this feels wrong.
Do you want to move, or will that be your turn?
Might move over here just
Okay.
to keep
And then
away from those things.
You get to move your many minions.
Yep. So I
Who are
move.
you going to send them at? Are you going to send them at the golem that's building up energy with Stormweave, or are you going to send them up against the fire golem? Wait, lightning golem? No, they're both in their lightning form at the moment.
God, the Stormweave guy.
When's the which one's got the Stormweave? Is it the one before me?
This one.
That one, the first to move one.
Okay. I'm actually going to go with the other one, the non-Stormweave.
Okay.
So
you deal 3 damage with the wisps, and 3 damage with the wisps again, and
Yep.
then 4 damage with your...
it's 3 damage.
Another 3 damage. Okay, so you destroy this golem here with your wisps and your...
Is it hackable?
Well, it would be if you were conscious.
Damn it.
And the creature dies because actually your wisps didn't do the killing, so they still stick around. Overpowered. I should probably note that. It's fine. It's good. You need it. You need all the help you can get right now.
Yeah.
Wisps OP.
It is now Mish's turn.
I can love
and
these wisps.
She is going to use Strike to deal 3 damage to the golem, which removes its shields that it was building up. It is now Len's turn.
Okay. I'm just gonna... I'll draw my card here. Okay, yeah. I'm gonna use Murder. So I'm gonna deal
7 damage?
another 7 damage by
2,
making my strike far heavier than it should be.
6, 7. Oh, it's barely standing as you slash away at the runes. One of its
And-
arms just ceases to function.
I'm gonna knock it back towards the Tempest.
Okay. It isn't actually damaged by its own
Well-
tempests, but yeah, that's fine.
I thought it would be more.
It was a good move.
I thought, you know what? Dramatic.
Okay.
Cool backdrop for it.
It turns around and releases a burst of flame from its hands. Its claws, dealing 3 damage to its attacker, Len.
Ow.
And
Take
then
3 damage.
it is going to move further into the Tempests as it starts to crumble. It is now Patar's turn. You are a flesh puppet, but give me a skill check to see if you bleed out badly or not.
Excellent attempt.
Okay.
You bleed out really well. Phenomenal bleeding.
Gushing.
Vigorous.
You,
Every orifice is just
Really vigorous bleeding.
you do not walk towards the light this turn, so yeah,
That's good.
You're fine. So maybe something seems to be holding you together. You're not quite sure what.
Yeah.
It's necrotic
Is
energy.
it Steve's grandfather?
It is Steve's turn.
Grandpappy's giving you strength. Alright.
Oh, this Tempest has faded as its controller has been destroyed.
Gasp.
Alright, I'm just gonna move forward 1.
Just kill it.
Yeah, and use my shadow orb to
Okay. And your orb
blast that guy.
disintegrates the creature's core as it approaches it, and it falls to the ground and just falls to pieces, and its runes glow dark, and Mish like cheers, like, yeah, we did it!
Hooray!
We should. She looks over at Patar's unconscious, well now puppeteered body, and says, "Should we do something about him? He appears to still be alive, barely."
I don't know. I kind of like him like this.
Makes better decisions like that.
Yeah. He's not getting us killed when he's flapping about.
We should probably help him.
Yeah, we're right.
Okay.
He's got some gold coins still.
Can you guys give me checks to see if you can bring him back without causing
irreparable
damage?
you guys should know that the whole reason we did this was to hack these guys. If I'm left to die, we don't get any
Excellent attempt.
golems.
Excellent attempt. Okay, you get him to stand in front of you, and you able to see, like, put bandages around where he's bleeding out, and sort of slap him awake a bit, and he sort of becomes consciousness. I become consciousness itself. He becomes
a golden light surrounds him. A choir chimes up.
He becomes conscious.
I had a worthy attempt, so I slap him around a little bit myself.
Good job.
That brings me back down from the consciousness itself.
Hey, get back down here.
Get back down here.
Swift dumbbell to the face.
Yeah.
We're all pretty badly wounded.
So I get all my life back from that, right?
I think we should take a break and rest.
Sounds good. Mish definitely agrees with you. We need to recover, and I think also there's enough left of one of the golems that you can make an attempt.
Yes, I would definitely like to make an attempt.
We'll leave it there for now.
Oh.
Well, he's gonna make this attempt. Will it pass? Find out next week. Because I want to find out. Because I want to have a cool golem join the party.
Yeah.
But
Otherwise, all this was worth nothing.
Could have been. This whole hour could have been a waste of time. Yes. I want you to know that, listener.
So in the next episode, you'll know if you've just wasted an hour of your life or not.
Here we go. See you next week.
Bye.
Bye.
Thought it unlikely that you would try and murder the queen in her own domain, but just in case.
Oh yeah, I mean, you got to be prepared.
Especially with you
It did
guys.
cross my mind.
Could have been the shortest campaign ever. You were in front of the Queen of Thorns. I hit her. You hit the Queen of Thorns. You were surrounded by guards. The guards stab you. You die.
Yeah, surrounded by people that if they touch you,
Literally thousands of people are waiting all around the Citadel to kill you.